A local startup says a box will change the way homes are built.
It's called Boxable.
But the Boxable rumor that
I do actually have a Boxable, yeah.
You do?
Some prototype Boxable.
Elon Musk's $10,000 house is finally hitting the market, and it might change the future of real estate in America forever. Designed by a company called Boxable, this foldable home works just like a regular building, only cheaper and better. Imagine owning a home that's both affordable and completely off the grid, while costing 10 times less than an average American home. It has finally happened. Elon Musk's $10,000 house is finally hitting the market. But first, is Boxable really owned by Elon Musk? The story of this revolutionary idea began in May 2020, when Tesla's CEO Elon Musk made a post on Twitter saying, "I am selling almost all physical possessions. Will own no house." Since then, there have been rumors that not only has Elon been living in a tiny prefabricated house, but that he's also building a company that produces these prefab homes for the public. How true is this, though? Let's dive into it. You see, prior to May 2020, when Elon made that post, the billionaire owned at least 7 properties across the United States. His real estate portfolio was valued at over $174 million, and most of his properties were located in the Los Angeles area. To give you an idea of how luxurious Elon's properties were, here's a list of all the properties he owned. First, there's the historic Hillsborough estate, also known as Guignacourt. Elon bought this home in 2017 for $31.75 million. When he finally sold the property in 2021, he made over $40 million. Then there's the 4 Bel Air mansions, totaling over $74 million. The first of these mansions features 7 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, and currently sits on over 20,000 square feet of land. There was a tennis court, a swimming pool, as well as a view of the prestigious Bel Air Country Club. He also owned the Bel Air Colonial Mansion, which cost about $17 million, and was sold for $29.7 million in 2020. In addition, Elon's modern Brentwood estate was purchased for $3.7 million in 2014 and sold for $4 million in 2019. But why would a billionaire worth over $257 billion sell off all his properties? More importantly, where did he plan to live now that all his homes were gone? Well, according to social media speculations, Elon immediately moved into a tiny home situated close to SpaceX. Some claimed he was trying to be as close to his project as possible. Others believe he's opting for a simpler lifestyle. However, the truth is that Elon doesn't actually live in a prefabricated home. You see, on June 9th, 2021, a Twitter user named Matt Wallace made a post about the billionaire saying, "Elon Musk lives very modestly by billionaire standards. Only 1 residential house, plus 1 for events." Elon then replied saying, "My primary home is literally a $50,000 home in Boca Chica, our starbase that I rent from SpaceX. It's kinda awesome though. Only house I own is the events house in the Bay Area. If I sold it, the house would see less use unless bought by a big family, which might happen someday." Elon also explained more about this home while appearing on the Full Send podcast. According to him, the Boca Chica home was originally a 2-bedroom apartment. After moving in, he decided to transform the garage into a 3rd bedroom to provide more living space. However, during the same interview, Elon also revealed that he actually owns a tiny prefabricated home. The only problem is that he doesn't actually live there. Instead, he uses the home as a guest house and for hosting parties. So, is this prefab home owned by Elon a Boxable? A lot of people seem to think so. As a matter of fact, many reputable blogs like Business Insider and Yahoo Finance have claimed multiple times that Elon owns a Boxable home. Even Wikipedia claims that Elon Musk had ordered a Boxable unit in 2020, and that Musk confirmed his purchase in September 2021. In addition, Boxable also shared an exclusive photograph with Business Insider, showing the delivery of a Boxable casita to SpaceX, located about 350 miles south of the Tesla Gigafactory. According to official documents from the company, Boxable delivered 1 casita to a customer in Texas as part of a demonstration project, but no revenues were recorded for that order and delivery. Remember that Elon tweet from June 2021 where he revealed he lives in a $50,000 home? Well, a Twitter user named Dustin Bailey later quoted the tweet asking Elon, "Is it a Boxable?" To which Boxabl then replied with a side-eye emoji. Does this mean Elon actually owns a Boxable home? Well, yes, but that's not all. Because you see, later in November 2021, another Twitter user named Gail Alfar made a post that read, Elon Musk homes were being used as an attack vector against him, so he sold them, instead choosing to stay with friends or live in a prefabricated home, a Boxable. Elon then replied saying, I've actually been living in a $50,000 house in South Texas for the past 2 years. Not Boxable. Cool product, though. On the other hand, there's also a false story being spread online that there's a Tesla prefabricated home brand in the works. According to several sources, Elon has decided to branch out and create his own lineup of affordable homes, which will sell for just $10,000. But in reality, this is not actually true. As a matter of fact, Tesla has no prefab home brand, nor is there a plan to even start one. So, if Boxable isn't owned by Elon Musk, who then is the brain behind the brand? Boxable, the true story. Although Boxable only gained media attention recently, the story of this fascinating company actually began in 2017 with a man named Paolo Tiramani and his son Galliano. Paolo, an industrial and mechanical engineer with over 150 patents under his belt, teamed up with Galliano and a mechanical engineer named Kyle Denman to create the perfect solution to the American housing crisis. With $2 million from their own pockets, the co-founders kickstarted the process of creating a prefab home concept unlike anything the world has ever seen. Since then, the company has raised over $150 million in crowdfunding across several financial rounds. After perfecting their first model, known as the Casita, Boxable received their first major purchase in September of 2020. It was a $9 million federal contract, requesting 156 casitas. All of these were delivered to Camp Justice, the Guantanamo Military Commission, and were used to house the lawyers and juries partaking in detainee trials. The company also appeared at the International Builders Show in Las Vegas back in January 2020. This was when most people started noticing the brand. Since the public started associating Elon Musk with the brand, Boxable has received over 160,000 orders, most of which have already been delivered. So it's safe to say the Elon Musk clout worked in their favor. As for the design, Boxable creates portable building systems that are stackable and highly modular. These homes come equipped with all the amenities you'll ever need pre-installed from the factory. Some experts consider homes like this the future of sustainable housing. For others, it's part of a new wave of innovation that will usher us into a dystopian future. Unlike conventional homes which cost a lot of money and time to build, Boxable homes are comfortably priced. Even more, you don't have to wait for months before your home is finally constructed. Every single unit is fully designed and built from the factory, so once you order, you're getting a fully equipped home on the go. Upon delivery, it only takes about an hour or two to unpack and set your new home. One thing a lot of people love about Boxable homes is the modularity. Each unit is built on the same design, so it's easy to stack and connect them to form a mini neighborhood. More like the trailer parks situated across the United States, Boxable offers a more modern option with more amenities. This means it can be set up as a multifamily residence, or even in places ravaged by natural disasters. The home is also very practical, especially the Casita, which is the only Boxable product on sale right now, with a floor space of about 361 square feet. The Casita offers enough space to house a small family. Compared to traditional homes, it's quite small and compact. But despite the size, the Casita is equipped with a spacious living room, a bedroom, a kitchen, and everything you'll need to be comfortable. The design is also quite minimalistic, especially the interior colors. Most of the features come in white, gray, and black. This way, it can apply to a wide range of audiences. This also means that the owners can easily alter the design to their taste. You can paint the walls, add some upholstery, and basically do whatever you want to make the house feel like home. Thanks to the innovative design, Boxable began to gain the attention of the general public soon after it was revealed. Following their appearance at the International Builders Show in Las Vegas, many people who saw the prototype started considering getting one for themselves. It was after this event that they bagged the $9 million contract from the federal government. Fast forward to May 2020, and the company announced it was getting into a partnership agreement with homebuilder D.R. Horton. Thanks to this deal, they got another order for 100 casita homes. But that was only the first phase. With more orders pouring in from every angle, the company decided to scale up production by opening a second factory in the same year, 2022. However, it's still unclear whether the factory has been officially equipped for production. Later, the Pronghorn Group also purchased about 176 casita to serve as workforce housing for the Baghdad copper mine in Baghdad, Arizona. However, the company encountered a small problem during the installation. According to the Arizona Department of Housing, the structure violated the building laws and codes of the state. In addition, the company also failed to obtain the required permit before commencing the installation. Because of this, only about 43 of the casitas were ever installed, while the rest were suspended until the guidelines were implemented. How Boxable homes are built. The idea of a tiny home built in a factory is quite fascinating. Traditionally, building a home takes a lot of work, time, and energy. So what are the odds that a company can conveniently craft the same structure in a warehouse? More importantly, how are they built? Well, according to the Boxable website, what the company offers is a prefabricated home with solid walls, a floor, and a roof that folds into each other to form a self-contained, transportable unit. These homes are manufactured by engineers in a system similar to an assembly line. This assembly line system is so effective that they're apparently capable of producing a new home every 90 minutes. However, according to their records, the company has only managed to produce 400 of these units in a single-year period. As for the materials used in the construction, you've got a bit of steel for durability, ceramic boards, and even expanded polystyrene foam. Thanks to the unique manufacturing process, production cost is greatly reduced, so the final product isn't too expensive for the ordinary American to afford. For Boxable, the goal is to provide affordable housing for regular people who don't have enough money to own a home in 2024. The good news is that Boxable homes can be transported to virtually anywhere in America, from the suburban areas to the rural, off-grid regions of the country. Nowhere is off-limits for delivery. Although there are dozens of tiny homes on the market, what set Boxable homes apart is the brilliant use of space, while providing maximum comfort. You've got foldable furniture in the living room and bedroom, as well as space-saving appliances. But that's not all. You see, while a lot of people believe that tiny homes are not durable, that's not the case with Boxable homes. They're made of robust, weather-resistant materials, capable of withstanding harsh conditions. In addition, the entire structure is so energy efficient that your bills will be reduced by a very high margin compared to a traditional home. In summary, the company provides an affordable, sustainable, and adaptable housing solution that could someday change the way we live as a society. If you're a fan of the minimalist lifestyle, if you're not planning to use it as a primary residence, the tiny home can serve as a guest house or even a rental property for some extra income. The only issue is that even though it's spacious and all, Boxable is still a tiny home. Of course, it's comfortable and equipped with everything you'll need from the kitchen to the bathroom. But the facilities can still not be compared with a regular home. If you've got a big family and a lot of loads to fit into a house, then this might not be the best option for you. Now, to the most important question. Does this tiny home really cost $10,000? Straight answer, no. According to the website, a Boxable starts at around $60,000. But while this is definitely a lot more expensive than advertised, it's still quite affordable compared to traditional homes. Think of it as a converted double-vehicle garage or even a studio apartment. The idea isn't to replace the traditional housing system on the real estate market, but to provide an alternative for those who don't have $500,000 to throw down on a house. Inside your $60,000 tiny home, You will find a family-size refrigerator, a dishwasher, a microwave, and even a big window above the sink to give you that beautiful view as you do the dishes. As for the bathroom, you've got a sliding glass door, which opens up to reveal a full-sized space with a shower, a bathtub, lighted mirrors, and lots of storage drawers. As a matter of fact, this home contains more storage space than a lot of traditional homes on the market. What's more, the Boxable Casita comes equipped with heating and air conditioning, as well as inbuilt LED lighting. The tiny house also features an ironing center, a washer, and even a dryer supported by a broad plank composite flooring. To keep your energy bills low, the materials used in construction features custom insulation technology. This way, thermal bridging is kept at a minimum, and you won't have to pay hefty bills every month. The durable materials also ensure that your home has a long lifespan, just like any regular home. Since the building process happens at the factory, construction waste is kept at a minimum. This essentially reduces the environmental footprint of the home from the building phase to the demolition. Outside, the home is covered with a steel skin to protect it from the elements. Then there's the flat roof, which is so easy to modify that you can even add a second floor for some extra living space. Overall, Boxable homes are so efficient, especially when considering your heating, cooling, and ventilation. According to the company, your total utility cost can go as low as $28 a month. To give you some perspective, an average American household spends $429 on utilities every month, according to Forbes. Officially, the United States does not classify them as tiny homes. This means that they're legal in all states across America. However, it's also important to consider the building laws in your area to ensure that it's legal on your particular plot. So when you order a Boxable from the website, what do you actually get? Well, since everything is installed from the factory, your order is shipped out folded into a 20 by 8.5 feet wide package. Depending on the distance, it could be delivered on a truck, train, sea, or even by air. But even though it's extremely compressed, you can rest assured the furnishing and appliances will surely arrive without any damage. But then, what if there was a hurricane in your neighborhood? Would a Boxable home hold up? The answer is yes. Boxable homes have been tested for hurricane speed winds and have proven capable of withstanding the worst wind conditions you can imagine. How about heavy snow loads? Well, according to the company, homeowners in areas with heavy snowfall can request a pitched roof instead of the standard flat roof. This way, the building will be able to handle those bitter winter days without caving in. Even more, the entire building is made of non-combustible materials. However, it doesn't mean that the building is fireproof. The company also claims that the home is mold resistant, so it's safe to say your Boxable won't sustain severe water damage during flooding. Boxable Concept 2.0, a giant step towards a bright future. It's been over 4 years since Boxable unveiled the Casita at the International Builders Show. Since then, many fans and investors have been asking one simple question: what's next? Sure, the product is pretty reliable and has sold tens of thousands of units, but what plans does the company have for the future? That answer came in late 2023 when Boxable debuted their new design at the same International Builders Show. But instead of a small one-room studio apartment, this new prototype looks just like a regular full-size house. It didn't have a name at the time, or even a designation. But from the reception it got from the audience, this might lead the revolution for a new wave of prefab homes. On the most basic level, the new prototype is still a casita. However, according to the CEO Paolo Turamani, this new version is 3 times the size of their previous product. How did they create this? By stacking and connecting separate modules of a casita to form a bigger 3-bedroom home. We're talking spacious interiors, bigger rooms, and more amenities than you've ever seen in a tiny home. But despite the size, it will still be easily transportable, just like the casita. You'll even be able to tow it with your Tesla. Although it's bigger, the new model will still retain a small footprint of just 20 by 40 feet. However, it offers a larger living space of about 1,100 square feet. For comparison, an average 2-bedroom house in Las Vegas is about 971 square feet, while the median house is 1,835 feet. The main goal of developing this new larger home is to address one major complaint most casita owners have, which is that it's too small to house a family. With the new design, now known as Goldie Box, Boxable customers will have access to 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a large living room, and even a terrace on the rooftop with dual access. The ground floor is made up of 2 modules. Inside the first, you will find the living room, an open-plan kitchen, as well as a small half bath. The second module features the kids' bedrooms, as well as a full bathroom. The entire upstairs section is made up of just 1 unit, and it's designed to serve as the master bedroom. The bathroom is larger here, and the section is connected to the ground floor by a spiral staircase. Just like the casita, this new version will come equipped with insulation, air conditioning, and heating. It will also be hurricane-resistant, flood-resistant, snow-resistant, and generally indestructible. According to the CEO, it's a home that will last a lifetime. The only problem, however, is that Boxabl isn't planning on producing this version just yet. With more casita orders to fill, the company is focused on delivering the orders they've got already, while promising to begin production of the new version in the very near future. But how much will it really cost, though? According to experts, since it takes 3 casitas to make one large house, we could be looking at about $180,000. Some even claim that it could cost as low as $150,000. With most regular homes costing about $450,000, this might be a bad deal after all. Why you should get a Boxable home. The American real estate market is changing, and you shouldn't be left behind. Here's a couple of reasons why many homeowners are choosing prefabricated homes like Boxabl. For one, they're highly energy efficient. With tight seams and advanced state-of-the-art windows, you can easily conserve heat and reduce your energy bill to a minimum. As mentioned before, paying $28 a month seems like a great advantage to consider, especially in this current economy. They've also been proven to be durable, contrary to public opinion. You see, most people believe that prefab homes don't go into a foundation like any other home, but that's not entirely true. Boxable homes are built on a solid foundation, and sometimes they fare better than regular homes during terrible weather conditions. There's also the speed of construction, which is a major selling point for most people. Since they come pre-made, all you have to do is get them out of the box, set them up within a very short period, and voila, the home is ready. Because the construction doesn't extend into several days, there's no risk of delay due to weather conditions or human error. Another way you can save money with prefab homes is by employing fewer laborers than with a regular construction project. Fewer laborers equal to less payout from the homeowner, while getting the same size of living space. In addition, since the house is mostly made up of eco-friendly materials, it's actually better for the environment than regular buildings. The carbon footprint is lower, and you'll be helping our planet heal if you choose to buy instead of build. However, there are also a few things you should consider. For one, the cost of the house only covers the building, not the land. In most locations across America, what makes a house so expensive isn't just the amenities or the materials used in the construction. It's the land on which the structure is built. Even if you're opting for a prefab home, you still need to own a piece of land, which might cost way more than $60,000. The plot might also need to undergo some inspections and permits to ensure that a prefab home can sit well on it without any problems. Getting these permits comes at extra costs, so keep that in mind as well. But in spite of these extra costs, a prefabricated home like Boxabl will provide the peace of mind most homeowners can't afford. There's no need to get a mortgage or shell out huge amounts just to afford shelter. Instead, you simply pay once and your home is yours forever. The only other disadvantage is that sometimes it can be hard to arrange for utilities and other site details for your Boxabl home. Homeowners need to consider building a sewage system, a water supply system, and a whole lot more that would be taken care of in a regular building. Many Boxabl communities are already springing up across America. Some are built to house the homeless until they find proper shelter. Others are ordered by charities to help people struggling with accommodation. As the technology in this industry continues to develop, we could be looking at a future where prefab homes become the prevalent culture in America and maybe even across the whole world. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.